Keeper of the Lost Cities, Everblaze, Chapter 33, with a little friend, my dog. The thick, piercing darkness felt shockingly warm as it stabbed and scraped and smashed. Sophie held her breath, wondering if any madness would break through, but her mental defenses held strong, deflecting each attack like an invisible shield. Now if only she had any idea what to do. She'd been planning a search for a trail of warmth, and to follow it to a nook in Finton's mind. But there was warmth everywhere. A stifling, suffocating fog that slowed her thoughts and blurred all the pathways. "Finton," she transmitted over and over, the echoes shredding as they bounced around his jagged mind. She shoved her way through a cloud of shattered memories, searching each one for a clue to steer her through the chaos. She could see glints of colors and shadows, slivers and slices of faces and places, but nothing she could recognize. Nothing except fire, sparks of red and orange and blue and white, each more blinding than the last, swarming around her, burning hotter, brighter, wilder with every second, until they erupted into neon yellow flames. Everblaze. Somewhere in the back of her consciousness, Sophie knew she should run away, but the Everblaze traced a glinting path through the endless darkness. She had to follow the trail. The flame led her deeper into the pit of pure black heat. The space was empty of memories, but thick in the breath with so many emotions. Sophie didn't know which one to feel. Fear, pride, regret, envy, triumph, sadness, hopelessness, and rage. So much rage. It burned hotter than the other emotions, hotter than the Everblaze, boiling and bubbling and consuming everything, every thought, every memory, every glint of light and hope and reason, leaving her empty, except for the rage. The rage was her power, her force, her fire to unleash on the world. To stop the sharp jostling pulled her out through the frenzy, and Sophie realized Orly and Fitz were shaking her shoulders. "Sorry," she admitted, concentrating on Fitz's thoughts. His worry was so thick she could feel it tangling around her. "We've been trying to wake you up for a really long time," he told her. "Really? I don't know what happened. I followed the warmth like I always do, but I ended up in a very dark place. Is it something I could help with?" "Not yet. His mind's still too broken." "And are you sure you can handle it? It's not risking your sanity, Sophie?" Actually, it was. But this was her chance to find the rebels, and Julie's killer. She wasn't giving up that easily. "I know what to expect this time, and I'll let you know if I need you. I promise." "No, you'll let me know when he's healed and it's safe for me to join you, whether you think you need me or not," he corrected. "Fine," she told him, feeling her lips smile. She gave herself 3 slow, deep breaths to steady her nerves. Then she channeled her mental energy back into Finton's mind. The heat felt stronger this time, like standing in the middle of a fire. But Sophie rallied her consciousness and pushed through the fog of splinters, deep into the center of his consciousness. She could go anywhere from there, and every path looked the same. But she had a plan this time, a trick she'd forgotten about earlier, inflicting. She doubted Finton would respond to love or joy or peace, but she could feed him pride and triumph, and hope it drew him back. So she inflicted the victory of every A she'd earned in school, and the confidence of every compliment she'd ever been paid. The positive energy hummed through the darkness, a deep rumble that seemed to build with each infliction, parting the sea of shredded memories and creating a new path. Sophie followed it slowly, watching for signs of another trap. But the way was clear, and when she reached the end of the trail, she found the nook she'd been searching for. She transmitted Finton's name again, begging him to find her. And when there was still no reply, she went back to inflicting. She shared more triumphs, more celebrations, and the sweet relief of forgiveness. But nothing seemed to reach him, until she realized she'd been overlooking his greatest passion, the triumph that had defined him and ruined him at the same instant. Everblaze. She drew on the wonder and power she'd felt when she faced down the fire line of the neon yellow flames, letting the energy swell into a force before she shoved it into Finton's mind. Something started to stir, And when she used the momentum, drawing on her memories to the heat and the smoke, each emotion she inflicted made the fog around her shift, until it swirled into a storm that showered her with splintered memories. But still, no sign of Finton. Unsure what to do, she drew on the only other emotion she could think of, the strongest reaction she'd felt when she faced the unstoppable flames. Fear. She relived every panicked second of that day, letting the terror swell up inside her until she thought she might burst from the pressure. Then she called for Finton one last time and blasted him with the energy, gasping when it melted the darkness and set fire to the rain of memories. Somewhere along the flames, Finton's deep voice whispered through the smoke, "I knew you'd come back for me, Sophie, and now everyone will pay."